And I would say that's as close to a marker as you're gonna find. So it's kind of fun. Sometimes I get to these high points and there's like a elaborate wooden sign that says high point. It's got words on it and information. Sometimes there's nothing. And I would say in this case, we just got a small little cairn, a little stack of rocks. Now we pick a tree. We are in Tobyhanna State Forest right now. And there was no trail getting here. This was straight up bushwhacking. Looking good. Harness is good. This is the proper setup. I did a climb earlier today without the proper setup, without the chicane. And the truth is, I'm just really rusty at climbing. It's been months. So I forgot the sequence of hooking up equipment. And I ended up making a mistake and climbing without this thing. And it could have been really dangerous. Actually, I would say it was really dangerous. I just lucked out and I didn't have an accident. But in a nutshell, see if I can get the camera on this. This mechanism is not meant to hold the climber's weight by itself. You need an additional friction point. So what's going on here in my chicane is the rope goes in and twists. And so that it kind of takes all my 190 pounds off of this and it dissipates it. And I climbed without that, and that's a pretty big no-no. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just gonna be honest and tell you that I just forgot and I'm rusty. And that's actually one of the good things about this project for me, is it gets me out in the woods climbing and keeping my practice so that I remember how I'm doing this stuff, so that when tree season comes midsummer, I am in good condition. And I did another SRT. You see, I kind of got not an ideal setup here, but I was aiming for this crotch, and I went up and I caught that upper limb. Now I'm still through this crotch, so that I knew it was still safe. But what can happen is if that branch breaks, I drop 3 or 4 feet. Kind of makes me feel alive. I'm in a red maple here today, and I'm all alone. I don't get to do too many solo climbs, but I was coming home with my friend Mark Lewis. We did Pike County, Lackawanna County, and then he needed to get home, and this one's the wrong direction for him, so I said I would just go do it solo. I'm only about 3/4 of a mile from my vehicle, down in that way, I believe. And I forget the elevation. We'll have to look it up later. Nice wind blowing up here. So this is my second red maple today. Did a red maple in Lackawanna County as well. There's about 7-8 inches of hard packed snow up here. Got a water tower that way to our south. And as I look west, home towards Danville, I can see a ski resort way out there on a mountain. Probably Jack Frost, but once again, I'm a little mixed up. I'm not mixed up with my trees. I know my trees. Just a beautiful day to be out in the woods. It's been in the 20s where I've been at all day, but uncomfortable because the sun was so powerful with all this blue sky that even in 20-degree temperatures, it was still just a great day. That would have been a neat climb. There's a really tall tree out that way. This is the high point, so it might drop a little bit over there, but there's a tree sticking up, you know, high above the rest. I'm satisfied with this one. There we go. Look at the shaggy bark. That's typically a little bit more indicative of a silver maple. But I'm pretty certain these are red maples. They just got nice shaggy bark. Really cool. All right, I'm spent. That's my third climb. I'm heading home for dinner. What the heck? I'll show you the mechanism a little better here. Let me get this off. Okay, so this guy is attached to my harness, my belt, and then this is the chicane. Now watch when I open this thing up, I think you'll see the mechanism a little better. So see how my rope goes through there, and it creates 2 points of friction, or at least a point of friction, that then dissipates the weight into that mechanism, in addition to this mechanism. So where I made a mistake this morning in my Pike County climb, I forgot the chicane, and I climbed strictly on that, and I'm lucky it held. But I then did a really thorough inspection to make sure I didn't damage it. All I can be is honest. Make mistakes, you learn from them. All right, let's pack up. These rocks caught my eye on the way in. Had to climb up and over them to get to the high point, but I just want to show off the lichen growing on the side of these rocks. I have seen lots of lichen in my life, but I've never seen lichen this size, I feel like. Like if I put my hand here. Big, big, giant. It's like a lichen forest. Isn't that cool?